Hello and welcome to Abilia's HandiCalendar. Today we're going to have a quick look at our app which supports independence and time management and hopes to increase self-governance. It's available on iOS and on Android, and it can be used through an Apple Watch as well, which means that you can have unobtrusive notifications when you're out and about. So HandiCalendar's app can be used in various different ways. So you can have a chunk of information with a note which gives information about what you're going to do and where you're going to go. You can have a checklist which you would check off as you go through the routine. It can be personalised with your own photographs and your own images if that's required, and it can be used as a day-to-day kind of just routine management with a list of what you've got to do and where you've got to be for each session. So each week it will go through a list of kind of what you've got planned, where you're going and where you need to be. With each activity it comes up as a notification. You can have an alarm or no alarm depending on your own preference. It will count down the time to the event on the left hand side with a red line that goes through every activity. Checklists can be added for frequent routines, so kind of remembering keys, remembering phones, remembering to lock doors, things that are essential. It can be used to have speech support and record voice messages if someone doesn't want to read too much information. It can be used to input addresses and contact numbers for emergencies, and URLs to increase independence, which really helps. The app also comes with pre-programmed timers available to be inserted into activities, which means that if you've got an individual who struggles to manage what set time they need to spend on an individual activity, that person can be encouraged to use the HandiCalendar appropriately and schedule timings for specific activities. So ideally we would like to see this HandiCalendar supporting several different groups of people rather than one specific group of people. We hope that it will build really positive routines and kind of time management for an independent bit of learning. We hope that it could build things like communication skills and time management skills, and reduce anxiety and stresses and worries for students and for parents and support staff as well. We have currently users with autism, stroke, learning disabilities and Down syndrome using our HandiCalendar, and we find that actually as long as the person is kind of capable of using a smartphone, it works really well in terms of scheduling their time and managing their time independently, which really helps. So the calendar can be added to and updated every single day if needs be, and it can be personalised entirely. So you can have the calendar view on the left hand side, which shows a list of kind of activities. You can have a week view which shows what you've got for the entire week planned, and you can have your month view which gives you just a general overview of what's going on. It can use the photographs that are stored on your phone or your iPad. It can also be it can be populated with pictorials that are stored on the HandiCalendar app itself, so it's totally personalised. So Abilia is our background web service which can be used to administrate HandiCalendar. So you can add to the calendar the image archive, the basic activities and timers. You can add things like checklists and notes and voice notes, which you can do in the app as well. The Abilia cloud storage means that all the data is synced and backed up, which means that if you updated an account on Abilia that you were overseeing, the user on their end phone would actually get the same update at the same time as you insert it, which really helps. And it means that administrators can set up new accounts, manage those licenses and just support remotely rather than having to actually kind of be hands-on with each individual. So there are three different ways to use Abilia. There's the user, who's the person that's going to use the device. The support person would be a family member or a support member of staff who helps that person day to day, and they can also kind of add to that calendar using Abilia. And then there's an administrator role which manages over the overseeing of accounts. that person wouldn't have access to the individual data and the individual calendar, but they would be able to see when the licenses expire and any updates that need to be done. So if you would like to hear any more, or if you'd like a free license, a demo license, please do get in touch with us. And yeah, anyone interested in a pre-populated example of how HandiCalendar can be used, please let me know, and I can send you a license over. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you.